All right, this video is about outsourcing your editing, okay? This is a really important video, okay? One thing I want y'all to understand, there's two parts to the professional photography workflow. There's shooting it, and then there's editing it, okay? Now, a lot of photographers do their own editing. I know I used to back in the day, but being a good editor is not what makes you a good photographer. Okay, that's not a requirement. So, and you know, some photographers will say, you know, some like tenured photographers will like make you feel bad, like, oh, if you're not doing your own editing, you're not real. It's like bullshit. I've always said, you know, like shooting and editing, it's like two different sides of the brain. Okay, so if you don't want to do your editing, don't do your editing. Outsource it. Okay, you can get photo editors out of the Philippines or Vietnam or lots of countries for dirt cheap. You know, $6 an hour, just so cheap, and they're really talented. That's what I do. That's what FireVibe does. We have 28 editors in the Philippines working 24/7, or they're in shifts, 8 hours, 8 hours, 8 hours. But you know, I outsource all my editing. I mean, that's what FireVibe is. FireVibe is basically just a photo editing company. That's how it started. And I did that, you know, out of necessity, because it was like, I don't have the time I'm not doing it. You know, it's not that I don't know how to do it. It's just, I just don't have the time. I don't want to. Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. And and especially, you know, you guys are trying to do this to make money. I mean, photography, you're trying to start a business, okay? Well, you got to take it seriously. And if you're not the best one to edit the photos, then get the best person to do it. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm telling you, nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with it. So I go in more details into like the workflow of doing this, but this video is just to, you know, convince you that if you don't know anything about editing, I would just from the beginning start off by outsourcing, okay? You know, because editing is what can keep you getting jobs over and over, because a lot of times the quality is going to come from good editing. A good editor can save you. You could totally go mess up a shoot and the editor could save you, and it ends up, you know, I mean, you'll find it's really, having a good editor is like a shortcut. You can get away with, you know, that's how we're able to get away with using phones, because our editing is so good. You know, that's kind of one of the secrets of FireVibe. So anyways, don't be afraid to outsource your editing.